How long have you been volunteering for Habitat for Humanity?
We think about 11 years.
And why did you become interested in volunteering?
Well, I retired from the Navy Yard with 30 years, and Kathy was one of the head ones here. And after they moved here, I knew Kathy over in the other place. That I come over here every day or two, you know. And Kathy told me, said, "You're in here every day or two. Why don't you come and volunteer?" And I said, "You know, I hadn't thought about it, but I will think about it." And I thought, well, now that might be something I'd like. So, right after they moved in this building is when I came here to work.
And what do you enjoy about volunteering with Habitat for Humanity?
This old nasty tools. And Pat, one of the guys, I'm a tool nut. I like any kind of tool that I don't have, I would buy that thing. And it just went from that to that. And Pat would tell me, said, "Floyd, you don't need that." Maybe I do. And then when later on, whenever I had to break up housekeeping and come to work, you know, I come in here part-time. And I told Pat, I said, "Well, Pat, I'm bringing the stuff back you said I didn't need."
So you were a regular shopper here.
Oh yeah, I would buy anything that I didn't have. I had a good shop. I made probably several hundred birdhouses and tool totes and all kind of stuff because I had done some woodworking.
And you found some of the stuff that you said you would shop here quite regularly, and you now find a lot of the stuff that you purchased back here.
Oh yeah, I brought it with a truckload because I had to give up all my, workshop and everything. But it's kept me alive, and I know it.
Yeah, you said so. It's a lot of stuff. You're living in the Goose Creek area. Is that?
Oh yeah, I'm over here at Pineview.
Pineview, the assisted living. So that's why you end up selling a lot of the stuff like that you once purchased from here.
Well, I never did sell nothing. I just buy it and then give it to my family and one thing and another. But I just love that, and I made birdhouses you wouldn't believe. And
what is it with the tools that you do when you come here?
The what?
The tools. Like, what do you do with the tools when you come here to volunteer? Is it cleaning them? Is that what it essentially is?
I go through stuff like this.
It's a lot of sorting.
Yeah, and throw out. See, I fixed and throw that out because nobody. But I drink this, whatever you call it.
Bottle? With tools in it?
Yeah. Supposed to be good for you. And
how often do you volunteer at Habitat for Humanity?
Now, about one day for 3 hours a week.
1 day a week.
And it's catching up with me. But I love this. It's the only job I ever had in my life that I love to come to work.
And can you talk about why do you love it so much?
Just going through that kind of stuff and seeing what kind of tools is in there. And like I said, I had my own shop, and if I saw a tool, I bought it. I didn't care whether I was going to use it or not. But they've always been so good to me I just wouldn't do nothing else.
Yeah.
And it just kept on and on, but it's about caught up with me now. My legs just won't get it, and Saturday I'll be 98 years old.
So you'll be 98. What do you attribute the secret to a long life is? Like, if you could give anybody advice, what's your secret?
Well, try to be honest and try to be somebody that is worth something. And they've always treated me fair here. And a long time ago, they would had a rack back there next to the break room, and they get some pretty good lumber through here sometimes. It got so high now, but over the years, any piece of lumber that I wanted, I took it to my shop and made birdhouse. And dang, it just growed on me.
Going back to turning 98 this Saturday, do you also think lifestyle has anything to do with it, or just pure genes?
Well, I've always liked that. I was raised in the mountains of North Carolina on a farm, and when I got out of service in 45, I went to textile up there. That's all they had, you know, was textile up there in North Carolina. And I had a brother that we had a sister live down there. He come down and went in the Navy Yard. And every time I'd look around, he was there on annual leave, sick leave, or some kind of break, holiday. Textile didn't know nothing about that kind of stuff. So I said, well, I got to go down there and see about that. And we didn't, me and my wife didn't want to leave because we were raised up side by side up there in the mountains of North Carolina. But it just...
When did you make it from North Carolina to the Goose Creek area or the Charleston area?
58.
1958?
Yeah.
You decided to move?
And I worked 30 years in the Navy Yard. And we decided we'd come down here and if I could get a job in the apprentice school, and that's what I did. And we just went from that because that was I'm making a lot more here than I was fixing looms in the cotton mill. And of course the cotton mill is all gone now. And so me and my brother hooked up utility trailers to our car and loaded what little stuff we had and come down here. That's the way we moved. And I spent 30 years there. I worked all my life for government.
Do you think that's what also has kept you going, because you have been active and doing things like this?
Oh yeah, well, if you got too much time on your hand, you get in trouble. And I didn't need no trouble. But this, I love that. Nobody else here want to do it. It's the dirtiest job in this building.
Sorting the tools.
And you get to that point where you just say to heck with it and throw the rest of it away, you know.
Where does all this come from?
People bring it here.
Oh, they dump it off and then you just
Oh
sort
yeah,
it?
they donate all this. And,
So what are some of the, other than this, what are some of the other things you've done over the years volunteering with Habitat?
oh, they got all kind of furniture, electrical equipment and stuff. When I first come here, they had 2 electricians back there. Didn't do nothing but fans and lights to repair them. And then they was the household stuff was that right back there. They had 4 people, 4 ladies worked full time on that table. And now it's gone. They just get
Besides sorting the tools, what are some of the other things you've done at Habitat for Humanity over the years?
well, I don't know.
I heard you make birdhouses.
I never have thought much about it, but I've always said that this job suited me and it was good for me, and that's what I needed to do. And that's best job, first job and only job I ever had that I like to go to work.
Do you also like being around the people?
Oh yeah. Oh, they treat me like a king around here. And I like it. But this, I don't care what you're looking for. If you come in here enough, you'll find it. And there's lots and lots of things brought in here. It's brand new, but there's also used stuff, you know, and you can get bid on it. But
And it's your daughter that takes you here once a week?
yeah, she brings me. She lived about 10 minutes from me.
Okay.
I lived in Hanahan. Moved to Hanahan in '59.
For you, you're turning 98 Saturday. Do you hope to be able to continue volunteering with Habitat for Humanity?
Well, I can see the writing on the wall now because my legs is gone. And but as long as I can, I will be here once in a while.